Vaheguru 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 Vaheguru
सिखो शब्द प्यारियो जन्म मरण की टेक मुख उज्जल सदा सुखी नानक सिमरत एक। गुरु प्रसाद श्री के फतेह बुलान जी। वाहिगुरु जी का खालसा वाहिगुरु जी की फतेह। ਅੱਜ ਅਸੀਂ ਸ਼ੁਰੂ ਕਰਨਾ ਹੈਗਾ ਰਾਮਕਲੀ ਮਹਿਲਾ ਤੀਜਾ ਆਨੰਦ ਸਾਹਿਬ ਦਾ ਪਾਠ, the katha of that. This part very important, we do it all the time. To look at Anand Sahib, we can even look at so much Bani which Maharaj talks about Anand. But we'll go through it bit by bit. The first introduction to it, Maharaj says Ram Kali Mahalla Tija Anand Ram Kali. This is the first Bani we've gone and done so far of Katha from Nitnem that is in Rag. So far, Japji Sahib is not in Rag. Jab Sahib, Svaiye, Chope Sahib not in Rag. So Anand Sahib is the first time that a Sikh starts to think about Rag in the morning. What is a Rag? Rag is like a tone. There's certain notes used on the going up, certain notes used on the way down. It's like a melody, but within that melody, it's not a fixed melody. It has a lot of ability for people to use their own expression. Singh Sahib here plays Rag Kirtan. They know that within each Rag it takes months, maybe years to even master one Rag. And in Guru Granth Sahib Ji Maharaj there are 31 just straight Rags. There's so many more Mishrat Rags and different styles between two different Rags coming together. So, and all of Guru Granth Sahib Ji very uniquely compared to any other Taram Pustak, any other Taram Granth. Guru Granth Sahib Ji is the only one major text, which is a religious text in this country or in this world, that is actually written and divided by Rag. Very unique music. Now Rag, they always come with some kind of emotion. Even the word Rag in itself in India used to mean emotion. So every Rag has a certain emotion attached to it and a certain time. And Rag Ramkali is one of those interesting Rags where every single Guru Sahiban who wrote Bani has written Bani in Rag Ramkali. All the Gurus, Guru Nanak Dev Ji, Guru Angad Dev Ji, Guru Amar Das Ji, Guru Ram Das Ji, Guru Arjan Dev Ji Maharaj and Guru Tegh Bahadur Ji wrote in Rag Ramkali in Guru Granth Sahib Ji, and then Guru Gobind Singh Ji Maharaj themselves in Shabad Zare Pashahi Dasmi in Dasam Granth Sahib also write in Rag Ramkali Pashahi Dasmi. So obviously the Gurus love this Rag because every Guru wrote Bani in it. And many other Shabads we read from Kabir Ji, Nam Dev Ji, Ravidas Ji, Bhagat Beni Ji, they all come from Rag Ramkali. Even famous Banis like Siddh Gosht, Oankar, Dakhni Oankar, Ramkali Sad, obviously Anand Sahib, and then Ramkali Ki Var, Satya Balwandi Var, that's also in Rag Ramkali. What's the emotion of it? It's about happiness. Khushi da Rag hega. Happiness, but in Sikhi, happiness is always about Waheguru. It's not the happiness we get from other things, it's happiness of meeting Waheguru. So you could talk about it as being Prem Bhakti, that love and that devotion for God. And also because of that love and devotion to Waheguru, it's also seen as a Rag of a lot of compassion. Satsangaji, when someone starts to go into Sikhi, when they start going into Bhakti, the next thing that happens is that they get a lot of compassion inside them. They want to do better for the world. With Naam, you want to do Sarbat Dapala. So you get a bit of compassion. So this Rag is also famously loved by the yogis in India. And because it's loved by the yogis, then when Maharaj starts to talk with the yogis in Siddh Gosht, then even Siddh Gosht comes in Rag Ramkali as well. The best time for it is just after Amrit Vela. So it's not an Amrit Vela Rag, but it's early morning, Svere. And the season for it is Basant. So February. Every Rag has a certain season, and so Ramkali has a season of Basant, which is coming up now. for us. Obviously, as soon as the crazy weather goes away, yeah, it will be Basant, it will be spring. So it's a spring rag. And Guru Amar Das Ji writes about this rag themselves, because they've written this in Rag Ramkali, but they themselves talk about Rag Ramkali. What they say is, Ramkali, Ram Manavasya, Tabanya Sigar. They say in Ramkali, Ram Manavasya, the Vaheguru has come inside the mind, and because of that, Tabanya Sigar. So now I'm decorated. See, dekhoge, when we come to Gurdwara, we start thinking, what should I wear to Gurdwara? Kede kapde pawa. Then we might start thinking, if we're thinking of that, what should I, kede shingar lagawa? Shingar is jewelry. So when somebody wants to adorn themselves, now Gurdwara might be something else, but if we're going to go to a party, then we start thinking about what jewelry we're going to wear, hai? What are the men that wear angutia and stuff, they'll think about what ring they want to show. Same with the women. Maharaj says, everybody wants to show off, show some shingar. But to Vaheguru, what should we show them? I say, Ram Kali, Ram Manavasya, Tabanya Sigar. Now we're decorated if Vaheguru is inside us. Now we look good. Now we become beautiful. Because a Pagat Jana will then praise. Jaikar karenge ki aya koi sona banda aya. With God inside them. The soul is beautiful then. Maharaj says, Gur ke sabad kamal bigsya, ta sopya pagat pandar. Maharaj says, through the Guru Shabad then, the kamal. What is the kamal? Inside us, many spiritualists have said that inside us is like a lotus flower. And when what bigisya, it means it's blossomed. And now, the love of God, the supreme bhakti is blossomed inside us. So through the Guru Shabad, Kamal Bigsya, Ta Sopya Pagat Pandar. Now we've been blessed with the Pandar, the big treasure. What is the biggest treasure? Of worshipping God. Dekho, people are coming to Gurdwara, they listen to Katha, but not every single person is being blessed with bhakti. Not every single person will go home today and feel a desire to worship God and say God's name. It will go in and it will go out. So Maharaj is telling us ki sune, just to listen and understand Bani, really understand it, is a gift. The next step, manana. To man it, to say yes, this is the truth, that I should be worshipping God, that I was made to worship God. That's another gift as well. But for the Guru Shabad, if we listen and accept it, then we will get blessed with the Pandar of Bhakti. And Rag Ramkali helps us with that, because it's all about Ram Man Vasya. Now, when we say Ramkali Mahalla Tija, so it's written by Guru Amar Das Ji. Now Guru Amar Das Ji, if we don't know, their family surname was Palle Amar Das. If you see in Bani, it comes up with that as well, it tells their surname. We know that Guru Ram Das Ji was Sodhi, because all the Gurus are Sodhi Sultan. So the family of Guru Amar Das Ji is from that. And when they became the Guru, they became Guru in 1552 for us. But they were born 10 years after Guru Nanak Dev Ji Maharaj. So there wasn't a massive difference between Guru Amar Das Ji and Guru Nanak Dev Ji Maharaj in age. Only 10-year difference. But obviously there was a third Guru. So they became Guru when they were 73 years old. So Sangaji, 73 years old. But if you meet somebody 73, you hope by that time he's already figured out what to do. But nahi. Doesn't matter how old we are, how young we are, there's always a chance for us to find the truth. So Maharaj, 73 years old, they become the Guru, and they became the Guru until they were 95 years old. So you can see 21 years they were Guru, hai na? Kafi der lagayi unhone Guru Sahib bane. And even Guru Ram Das Ji Maharaj was not the Guru for so long. But Guru Amar Das Ji from 73 all the way up to 95 years old did the Guru, 22 years old. Now Guru Amar Das Ji Maharaj, we're going to talk about them today. Very important to understand Guru Amar Das Ji's Pavana. What were they like when they started to think about writing Anand Paya Meri Mai Sat Guru Mein Paya? We're going to go through that. But just to give you the background of them, who are they, what their family is, because even the word Anand that's going to come now, Mahalla Tija Anand, the name Anand itself has a history. The word Anand Sahib itself has a history. And it's because of the family of Guru Amar Das Ji. Maharaj, their wife was Mansa Devi, Mata Mansa Devi, and they had two sons, Mohan Ji and Mohri Ji, and they had two daughters, Dani Ji and Pani Ji, Bibi Pani Ji. We know about Bibi Pani Ji because they got married to Guru Ram Das Ji, Pai Jetha Ji. Even Guru Amar Das Ji's nephew is important to us. Family dekh lo. Who was their nephew? Pai Gurdas Ji. Yeah? Their sons, their younger brother's son. So Pai Gurdas Ji would call them Taya Ji growing up. Now, of the two brothers, Baba Mohri Ji's son was called Anand. So Guru Amar Das Ji's grandson was called Anand. So this part, the history of it was this. When in Baba Mohri Ji's house, a baby was born, then sare gaye sige na, khushiyan waaste. And dekho, what do we say? Badaiyan, thonu badaiyan, thonu badaiyan. See, this word comes up in the part as well. So everybody goes to Baba Mohri Ji's house, and there's little baby. Hasn't got a name yet. Nani rakhya hale. And Guru Amar Das Ji comes as well. Their grandfather hai na, dada hai ge. And everybody says, Vadaiyan, Vadaiyan, bahut anand hoya. Anand hoya. Anand, Anand. In those days, instead of saying Va, 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 people would say Anand, Anand. So people were saying Anand, Anand. At that time, then they said Anand Sahib. Pura Anand Sahib, utthe ucharya gaya siga. Guru Amar Das Ji went to live bhakti, and they then said the whole of Anand Sahib at that house. Jive hona program honda hai, Guru Sahib is there. Obviously everybody is going to be sitting down on the floor. Maharaj is going to be sitting there on the side. And then when they were saying these words, Anand, Anand, at that time then Guru Amar Das Ji then went into a bit of samadhi, and they then repeated the whole of Anand Sahib. And actually the son of Baba Mohri Ji was then called Anand as well. Oda na rakhya gaya us vele that you are going to be Anand. Maharaj says, Anand paya meri mai Sat Guru mein paya. We're going to go to the exact meaning of that. So Maharaj calls him Anand, and in fact ever since then this Bani has become the Bani for celebrations. Whenever there's a celebration in Sikh family, Anand Sahib padhya janda hai. An example of that is when we even have the marriage ceremony. Marriage ceremony is called Anand Karaj, and when you do the Char Lava, at the end of that they always do Anand Sahib straight away. Then they do Kirtan afterwards. So Anand Sahib is almost part of the celebrations of the marriage. And every program, jithe bhi jao, at the end of it we always read Anand Sahib. There is a story about this as well. Who was Baba Anand? Some people believe in it, some people don't. But I'll tell you the story. It goes like this. That a yogi once came to Guru Amar Das Ji Maharaj. Yogi aaya si. Kehta, Maharaj, Gyan bakhsh do. Give me mukti. Gyan bakhsh do. Maharaj said, Halle nahi. You need one more life. You have to come back and be born again. The yogi said, well then, if I have to come back again, let me leave this life now. And then main rehna nahi fir. There's no need in it. If you're going to get mukti in your next life, what's the point in this life? To ne pran tyag dete usi vele. He left. And he was then born, they say he was Baba Mohri Ji's son. That he came back and he was born into Guru Amar Das Ji's own family. As Baba Mohri Ji's son. And he was the one who was then picked up by Guruji, who said, haan, ida na Anand rakho. Anand Sahib aaya. So, now we read this part. Normally, a lot of people don't know that Ram Kali Mehla Tija Anand has more than 6 paudiyaan. Kai wari thora heran ho jande. Really, it's that long? Because the thing is, it's got 40 paudis, you see. And what we do normally is we read the first 5 and the last one. So people think it's only 6 paudiyaan long. They never heard the full Anand Sahib. Sometimes if you sat somebody down and made them listen to the whole Anand Sahib, they'll go, wow, it's really long. Because compared to 640 is about 6 times longer, I think. 8 times longer. Meri maisi maadi hegi hai. 8 times longer than normal 6 paudiyaan. Theek hai na? 7 times. Alright, I'll be corrected. Things getting a bit technical on me. So, how is it used for us in the Sikh Panth and the 40 paudiyaan Anand Sahib? We should read it when we offer Kada Prashad. At least 6 paudiyaan, but normally all 40. We should also read it when we make Amrit, a lot of Gursikhs read it the whole Anand Sahib every morning for when they do their Panj Baniya. A lot of people do Panj Baniya. Minimum is 3, but you should do Panj. Why should we do all 5? Because we memorize Anand Sahib. How can you become part of the Panj Pyare if you're Amritari, if you don't memorize Anand Sahib? And how will you memorize it unless you read it every day? It's very hard actually. Every paudi will finish with Keh Nanak. The thing is, in your mind, it's easy to remember the paudi from the beginning. When you get to the last line, people are done. They don't know what comes next. Keh Nanak, and I don't know what comes next. So it's hard to memorize this part as well a little bit. It's one of the harder ones. Japji Sahib people can memorize quite easily. Svaiye and Chaupe Sahib is easier. Jab Sahib is the hardest, but Anand Sahib is the second hardest. ठीक है ना? So you have to concentrate on this part, and that's why Maharaj wants us to read it every day. Pura Anand leo. Pura Anand padh ke pura Anand loge na? If you look at this, in a way, we read this Anand Sahib morning, and then in the evening again we reiterate in Rehra Sahib. There was a famous Kathavachik, a teacher, Taran Singh. He wrote a book about Anand Sahib. And he said, in Bani, there's 3 things about the Guru. There's the Jyot of the Guru, the method of the Guru, Jugat, and then there's the Kaya, the Sarir. And in Ramkali ki Vasate Balwan, they talk about the Guru's changing body. And they talk about Guru Sahib, they go, Jyot Uha, Jugat Sai, Kaya Fir Palatiye. There's 3 bits: the Guru's light, the Guru's teachings, and the Guru's body. And they say in Anand Sahib, it doesn't just give you the Jyot, the light of the Guru, it also gives you the Jugat, how to do it. There's a lot of Rehat in Anand Sahib. We've gone through Japji Sahib, it was a Brahm Gyan, but there was a lot of Rehat in Japji Sahib. Yeah? Jab Sahib, very little Rehat as well. We've just gone through Ustat, different names of Waheguru. Jab Kita, it's a bit like doing Simran Jab Sahib. Then we've done Savaiye, which has been more about love and humility. Then we've gone through Chaupai Sahib, which is about how to do a benti, how to fall at a Guru's feet. But we haven't really looked at the method of becoming a Sikh. And what should we do? Rehat. And in Anand Sahib, as we go through it, you'll see there's a lot on the Jugat and also on the Jyot. Obviously Guru's Jyot, that ultimate teachings to give us enlightenment, but also what should we do in our daily life? Jugat. Jyot and Jugat. And if you look at the Sikhi nowadays, those 3 things, they used to be Guru, Jyot and Jugat and Kaya was Guru. Now we've got Guru Granth Sahib Ji as a Jyot. ठीक है ना? We've also got the Jugat, the Rehat, Sikh Rehat Maryada, Khalsa Rehat, how to become a Sikh, how to live as a Sikh. But we've still got the other part, which is the Kaya, which is the Guru, Khalsa, or the Gursikh. The Gursikh becomes the Guru's body now. So these 3 things still exist now. Maharaj starts off the first part. Ek Oankar Sate Gur Prasade. Ek, the one, with the sound Oang, made Akar, creation. Very deep Ek Oankar. And that obviously refers to how the world was made. But also it looks at all 3 powers. All 3 powers of creation, sustaining and destruction. Very often we will thank the one that made us. Parents made us, but we don't need them to survive. We need food and those things. So daily roji roti, we thank our job. If we're working now, we're adults, we go to our work, we do our job, we buy our food, and we say, apne mehnat naal kamaya hega. We get a bit proud. We forget about the one that made us. But we might say thank you to Waheguru for sustaining us. But we don't want to thank him for killing us. Thank you so much. You took my life away as well. Because we have our own interpretation of what's good and what's bad. But Waheguru is the creator, Waheguru is the sustainer, Waheguru is the destroyer. In our book, we have the birth date, we didn't choose that. And the last date, we don't choose that. In between all the panne, it's up to us what we put inside there. But even all that time, Waheguru will be giving us food and looking after us. It's just we that forget him. वो सब कुछ करता हैगा. कारण कारण प्रभ एक है. Yeah? He's a doer and he's the reason for the doing as well. प्रभ एक है. दूसर नहीं कोई. So he's the origin and he's the final destination as well. To understand ek onkar, we can say we've come from him, we have to go back to him as well. There's nowhere else to go. दूसर नहीं कोई. Where will we go? कोई और थां हैगी है? Outside वाहिगुरु. हुक्म अंदर सबको. बाहर हुक्म ना कोई. We might not want to go to Vaheguru this life and we go, leave it for next life. But the fact is, we got no other place to go. We've come from there, we have to go back there. So it's up to us to make the uprala to experience it. Maharaj says Sat. Sat means the truth. Many people say true, but Sat means the truth itself. Maharaj says, Ik Oankar Sat. Stop there. You should try to stop there because remind yourself, Maharaj is saying this is the truth. Ik Oankar Sat. This is the truth, eternal truth, unchanging truth. This truth will not go anywhere. It's not like us. What I say might be on this day true, next day is not true. But this truth is forever true. The Maharaj says Guru Prasad. By the Guru's grace, you will actually realize this truth. You'll become one with this truth. By the kirpa of the Sat Guru, the teacher of the truth. So we need to find the right Guru. And Dekho Maharaj is saying, Ik Oankar Satguru Prasad. And straight away they say, Anand Paya Meri Mai, Sat Guru Main Paya. To find Sat Guru and to get the grace of that Sat Guru are two different things. Lots of people are coming into Gurdwara, Matha taking to Sat Guru Guru Granth Sahib Ji Maharaj. But not every single person that came here and bowed down gave their head to their Guru and took on the Guru. People come and visit. बहुत सारे गोरे भी आंदे हैगे. And we know they don't know much. And they're nice as well, gore mostly. They come down, they matha take anyway. They don't know what they're doing, they matha take anyway. They such a respect they diye. Sanu ki hega. But actually, they haven't become a Sikh then. So we need to earn the Guru's kirpa. Sat Gur Prasad. Have to find the Guru of the truth and then get his kirpa, and then we will find out this truth. Now this Manglacharan, some people get a bit argumentative, It's just, you can have the Manglacharan of Ik Oankar Satguru Prasad before Ramakali Mehla Tija or after it. Some people say no, it must almost be at the beginning. No, it's not like that. You can have it both this way and that way. It's probably not for the basics, but still, just in case someone's listening. I've spoken to many people about this, and it's possible to have it after that, Ramakali Mehla Tija. So Maharaj starts off, they say, Anand Paya Meri Mae Sat Guru Mein Paya. Anand. The Maharaj says Paya. Paya is like Paida Hoya. Yeah? Anand has been created, Anand Paida Ho Gaya. And what did we say that this part was first said? When Baba Modiji's son, Ananda was born. Nahin? So Ananda Paya. So Anand has been born, but Kyo? Sat Guru Mein Paya. Yeah? They're not saying here, Ananda Paya Meri Mae, Ananda Paya. Anand has been born. They say Ananda Paya Meri Mae Kyo? Sat Guru Mein Paya. There's two types of Anands, you see. There's what we call worldly Anand. Some people like paneer, hai na? I'm sure there's people in this audience who like chicken as well. Nahin? Sachi hega? Punjabis and you know what they like. So everybody they get what they want and they go, Anandaya. Yeah? Maharaj says Anand Paida Hoya. But there's two types of Anands. Spiritual Anand and physical Anand. Maharaj starts talking about, in life, there's many types of different things. In Gurbani, there's two types of Anands. There's just like two types of Janams as well. There's not just one Janam, there's two Janams. And therefore you might say to me, how old are you? And I'll give you my age. But that would be a false age. Because life starts when you get a Guru. And people that take Amrit, they're told, now you're reborn. Thoda dobara janam hoya hega. Now you're born into Guru Gobind Singh Ji's family in Anandpur Sahib, and you start counting your dates from then. So I'm only 13 years old. That's how it works. Because real life starts when the spiritual life starts. Before that, Bani talks about this, We're like a dead man walking or dead woman walking. Corpse. Guru Arjan Dev Ji Maharaj says in their sloks, in Rag Gaudi they say, At sundar kuleen chatur mukh jnani tanvant mirtak kahiye nanaka jeh preet nahi bhagwant. They say bada sundar hai. At sundar, very good looking. Kuleen, very nice kul. His family is very nice. Chatur mukh, got a nice, clever, good looking. All these things Maharaj says. Jnani. Jnani means Gyani, very knowledgeable. And Tanavant, got lots of cash. Now this, if you put this in today's matrimonials, na, good caste, lots of money, good looking, what would they say? Fair boy, yeah? What else? Maharaj would say, would you put these things in, you're then considered good in this world, you're considered a catch. So Maharaj says, Mirtak kahiye nanaka. They say he's dead man. Mirtak, yeah, Mirtak means death. This person is dead. Jai preet nahi bhagwant. If we don't love Vaheguru, if we haven't got the preeti, pyar for Vaheguru, might as well be dead. Bani's not taking soft looks sometimes, you know. Maharaj Siddha sach kehne hai. When the truth is there, we can't lie about it either. So, there's two types of Anand, and there's two types of Janam as well. There's even two types of death: spiritual death and physical death. That's why when you see Santaji, and they got on fear physical death, है ना? शरीर दी मौत, they say, oh मौत नहीं, but ज़मीर दी मौत, मौत है. Death of our conscience, death of not standing up for what we believe in. In the same way, there's the death of the ego. जिस मरने ते जग डरे, मेरे कर आनंद. Kabir ji saying, everybody is scared of death, but to me, it seems amazing. Anand कहते, मेरे मन आनंद. Why? Because मरने ही ते पाइये पूरन परमानंद. I find Vaheguru when I kill my ego. Everybody doesn't want their ego to die. Maharaj says, I love to have my ego be killed because I'll find God that way. Even there's two types of food, two types of Ishnan. But for us, there's the main thing of this Shabad is the two types of Anand, spiritual Anand. That bliss of connecting to Vaheguru. Another meaning of the word Anand could be Gyan. Because Satsangat Ji, to experience spiritual Anand is the beginning of Gyan. When you look at Japji Sahib, Maharaj talks about Gyan Khand. What do they say? Gyan Khand mein Gyan Parchand, Tithe Naad, Binod, Kod Anand. When the soul first starts to connect to Vaheguru, and it first gets the bliss of connecting to Vaheguru, that bliss is Gyan. Gyan Roop hai. Vaheguru is pure Gyan, so when we touch them, we get Gyan. But Vaheguru is pure Anand, Ananda Sarup. So when we touch them internally, then we get Anand as well. So basically, when we start to say Vaheguru and we feel it now, that's the beginning of Gyan and it's the beginning of Anand as well. Those people that come here in the morning at 4 o'clock and they say Vaheguru, Vaheguru, Vaheguru for 1 hour, they're not crazy. They're feeling that Anand. Anand aa reha hai. And they will say Anand paya. Anand has been created. When those people that go to Sikhi camps, they come to Sadh Sangat, they go to programs, the first time they feel that bliss. The first time na, fir ohi kehne hain, Anand paya. Anand has been created. Now my spiritual life has started. Anand paya, meri mai. And when you get that Anand na, it's time to celebrate. Fir sab kehne vadaiyan, vadaiyan. Gursikha man, vadaiyan. They come to say, well done. You now found out the truth about life. You now found out that the soul is meant to connect to God. Ye sari cheezain hegiyan ede vich, Anand Sahib vich. Maharaj is going to talk about this. There's lots of joy, lots of singing. Singing is going to happen as well. I say, oh, come and sing the Shabad. Because this is what we do when we celebrate. But the spiritual life, when that starts, then we will sing Anand Sahib. Now, what's the reason for the Anand? Sat Guru mein paya. To understand this Pankti na, is to understand Guru Amar Das Ji. Because Guru Amar Das Ji said these words. Hai na? You have to find out who Guru Amar Das Ji was. Why were they so happy to find a Guru? Most of us, Satsangat Ji, for a few people, they found this Guru. The rest of us, we got given this Guru for free. We were born, our parents brought us here, and they said, this is your Guru. Asi kya labya hai Guru? Dekh lo, it's about 3 people, 3 people sitting in this audience that went and found this Guru. Most of us, we were just given this Guru, and maybe we don't even realize the value of this Guru. Sometimes we do some talks, we go around, people come up and they grab us and they go, oh man, Sikhi is so amazing. I only just realized. They've been in Sikhi for 20, 30 odd years. Now they realize how amazing the Guru is, because we didn't tell them that. Asi aapni qadar pai, the people sitting on this stage, the people running this Gurdwara, the people running all the Gurdware, they haven't told people the qadar of the Guru. The qeemat kaun kahega? Who can value our Guru anyway? But still, it's our job to teach them ki Sikhi hai ki. But some people went and found this Guru, they will relate to this story even more. Because Guru Amar Das Ji Maharaj was the same. They were not born into a Sikh family, and they had to go and find this Guru. Maharaj, when they were Amar Das Palla, they lived in a pin called Basarke. In Basarke, they were 50 years old at that time. They had 4 kids, we just talked about them, 2 boys, 2 girls. Successful, hai na? They were not from a poor family. But they were questioning them, they go, is there any more to life? Kuch hor hai zindagi vich? Maharaj at that old, they decided, Jasi kehande hain ki Bani, ki in this Anand Sahib the words will come up, कि ए मन प्यारिया तू सदा सच संभाले एहो कुटम तू जे देखदा चले ना ही तेरे नाले. Kutam means family. Socho what Maharaj must be thinking, and when they were 50 years old, or some of us might be thinking, is there more to life than this? There's a bunch of people in the high streets normally Muslim, they've got like quote on the front, is there more to life than this? Guru Amar Das Ji Maharaj was thinking the same thing at that time. They were not the Guru. They started to do daan to sadhus when they were 50 years old. They started to do Tirath Yatra. In the space of about 10 years, Maharaj actually went to Ganga Ishnan about 19 to 20 times. Each time takes about a month. So they spent 2 months a year going from Basarke all the way to Hardwar for Ishnan and come back. Now in that time, obviously people are going together, they end up doing sangat of lots of people, holy people, they would learn more about God. But in all that time now, they never had a Guru. Once, they met a Jyotshi called Durga. He's a Pandit. Jyotshi means somebody who reads your lines. Jyotshi kehanda, Maharaj, you got a mark on your foot. You're destined to be a king. Guru Maharaj said, Dekho, I'm 60, 70 odd years old now. Appa ke raja banna haiga hun, hai na? Somebody, some of us might sing very nicely. Somebody goes, you should be a singer. It's too late now. Hai na? And they say, Maharaj said, hor nahi hona. So Jyotshi said, if you're not going to be a king, then kings will come to you and matha take to you. Eh hoya haiga. The kings, Akbar came to meet Guru Amar Das Ji Maharaj. When he travelled, and Maharaj again wants to travel with the Brahmachari, they went back home with the Brahmachari. This Brahmachari liked Guru Amar Das Ji at that time a lot. Amar Das Palla, he said, you got a very nice character, your behaviour is very nice, you're a very good person. They travelled with him, they ate food with him, and they said, Pucha Siga, ki gal dasso, who's your Guru? When you meet somebody good now, why do we wear this Guru's roop? So when we do something good, when Ravi Singh was on Khasa, it was on Sky News, it said humanitarian charity, didn't say nothing about Sikhs. But when they filmed this guy talking on TV for 2 minutes, helping out people down in Somerset and stuff, what would people say? They would say that Guru bhi changa hoega. So this is what happened here. Our own experience, our own actions outside reflect upon our Guru. The Brahmachari asked Amar Das Ji, who is your Guru? And Maharaj was a bit sad. They said, Halena, apa Guru di khoj vich hage. We're looking for a Guru, haven't got a Guru. That Brahmachari was shocked, very shocked. Because Maharaj says in Bani, Nugurya da nao hai bura. The Brahmachari was very upset. He said, how dare you made me live with you, eat food with you. Had I known you were Niguriya, I would never have done any of these things. Because Satsangaji, if you see a dog outside, if he's got no collar on, no matter how good looking he is, you're going to get scared. You're going to say, who's trained this guy? What if he bites me? I don't know what he's like. Even if you see a rough kutta, but he's got a collar on, nice shiny collar, you will say, it's alright. Edekol tamiz hoegi bolandi. He'll have some kind of tamiz on how to act. So Satsangaji Niguriya. Somebody who hasn't got a guru, who's teaching him about life? Appe sikh rahe. No one there more enlightened to tell them how to behave. And this Brahmachari, he said, I'm going to have to go back to Hardwar now. You've ruined my Tirath. I'm going to have to go back and have a Ishnan again. And Bhai Amar Das Ji was very upset. They got very upset by this. Imagine you travel with somebody, they were so nice to you, and now they go, the very sight of you made me unclean. I'm going to have to go back. They were very upset. For 3 days now they cried. 3 din vaste ro rahe sige ki mere ko guru nahi and mera na hi bura hega. My name is worth nothing. I haven't got a guru. They were crying. And then one early morning on Amrit Vela, they woke up, they went outside, and there was a lady sitting there. She'd recently got married to their nephew. What was her name? Bibi Amroji, daughter of Guru Angad Dev Ji. Guru came, look at that, they're looking for a guru. The daughter of Guru Angad Dev Ji just been married into their family. And Bibi Amroji was waking up in the morning and she was making dahi. Those of us that don't know how to make dahi, myself included, you got to do a lot of rirkana. You do like this for the milk, and that's what gets the dahi getting made. Lassi. So she was doing rirkani sigi, and at that time she was doing job of Gurbani. Her father, Guru Angad Dev Ji Maharaj, had taught Bibi Amroji a shabad, taught her a lot of shabads, but she was singing this one shabad that day. And Maharaj was shocked. They stopped and they heard this shabad, and they just stood there listening to it. Mataji singing, and they just listening. What was that shabad? It's in Maru Mahalla Pehla Kar Pehla. Maharaj, Guru Nanak Dev Ji Maharaj writes this shabad. Karni kagad Man maswani bura pala doye lekh paye. Maharaj says, your actions they're like the paper, and the pen, so your mind is like the ink. And with your actions and your mind, you then write good and bad, bura and pala. You write it down. It's up to us, like we talked about that book. It's a blank book. You got your birth date and your end date, and it's your book. And your mind, your actions are the paper, and your mind is the ink. And you then decide good or bad that goes in there. थोड़ी आप लिखिए छेगा हमारा क्या जो जो किरत चलाए त्यों चलिए तो गुण नहीं अंत हरे. Maharaj says, as your previous actions they drive you. But Maharaj, थोड़े कोई अंत नहीं, थोड़े गुना का कोई अंत नहीं. Oh Vaheguru, there's no अंत to you. You can find this shabad online. But the next line that Howdy took, this is what Maharaj heard, and it hurt them here. Dil vich lagi chot. Because Maharaj says, Chit chetas ki nahi bura bavriya. Maharaj says, you mad person. Bavriya means mad person. They said, why don't you remember Vaheguru? And the next line, Has brisrit tere gun galya. When you forget Vaheguru, then your guns are ruined. Gal jande hege. Like you got fruit at home and it goes off now. And the same way, all the good works you do, if you don't have Vaheguru in your mind, gal jande hege, they go to waste. In this Shabad, Maharaj talks about a lot of things, but what they say at the last is very important. The Shabad finished off with this. Paya manur karchan kanchan phir hove je gur mile taneha. They say Paya manur kanchan phir hove. Manur is that stuff that's waste. You know when you cook metal, when you heat it up and you boil it, all the impurities that come to the top, and you normally take them off. That's the impure stuff. Yeah? They get rid of that. That's waste metal. Impurities. Masih paya manur. You are manur. You are the waste stuff. Sometimes when you go to a Sant Sabha, na, big sons and Mahapurukhs, you stand there, you think, I'm the waste, I'm the impurity here. Ehi hega. Paya manur kanchan phir hove. Can also become gold. Kanchan is gold. So that impurity can become purified, it can become gold as well. Kive? How? Je gur mile tene ha. If those people get blessed with a guru, what was Bhai Amar Das Ji looking for then? A guru. And they heard these words, huh? They felt like that manur. They felt, I'm that waste. I'm so impure. I made that brahmachari's tirath into a wasted. I wasted his whole tirath. But now, kanchan phir hove. If I find a guru na, I can become gold as well from the impure that I've become. When I heard these words, Ek naam amrit oh deva to nanak tristas deha. If the guru, when you meet him, what will he do? Ek naam. He will give you the one name. Amrit. Naam hi amrit hai. Guru will give you the name that will allow us to connect to Vaheguru. Then we will live forever. Amrit, beyond death. Amrit oh deva to nanak tristas deha. Trishtas means steady, deha means body. Then the body will be settled. Because Sangat when there's all these waves of Kam, Krodh, Lobh, Ahankar, we need something to calm it down. Guru's naam is that. Maharaj says in Sukhmani Sahib, Kal tati thanda har nao. The Kal Yug is very hot. Tati hai. Thanda har nao. Naam cools us down. Akho Vaheguru. 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 Maharaj they heard this Shabad, they realized they need to find a guru, and they realized this is the guru they need. The guru that can make them conquer their senses. The guru that can make them become gold from where the impurity that they are. And Guru Amar Das, he said to Bibi Amroji, please carry on singing. When you sing these words bring so much peace to my body, so much peace to me. And Maharaj says to them, where did you get these words from? They said, it's Guru Nanak Dev Ji's Bani. They said, who taught it to you? They said, Guru Angad Dev Ji is my father. He taught it to me. So Maharaj then falls, I said, Kirpa karo, take me to your father, Khadur Sahib. Maharaj Guru Angad Dev Ji was at Khadur Sahib. But Bibi Amroji, she's got married into this family. She's the daughter. So she's just gone home and come back. Hone aayi hegi hai. And in India, it's not seen good for a girl to keep on returning back to her parents. So she said, I just come from there, I can't just go back straight away. It's not good. But fir bhi Maharaj ne think, no, that's because they're older than her, and they're from her family. They're from her husband's family. So they said, no, I need to meet your Guru, please take me there. Then Bibi Amroji did go back with Guru Maharaj, all the way back to Khadur Sahib, Bhai Amar Das Ji. When they got there then obviously in relationship, Guru Amar Das Ji, because they're from the boys' side, they're sort of senior in India, seen as senior to Guru Angad Dev Ji, who's the girl's father. But at this time, obviously Guru Amar Das Ji isn't going there, Bhai Amar Das Ji is not going there as a family visit. He's on Guru business, official business. He's looking for himself. It's personal. It's not about the family. So then, Bibi Amroji goes in, she explains that Bhai Amar Das Ji from her family, Palla family, wants to meet Guruji. He's outside. The Maharaj says, Leke aao, cheti leke aao. He needs to see me now. Oh Guru lab raha. Soon as they come inside, Guru Angad Dev Ji goes to Gale lagne vaste. Because they're senior as well. They're 25 years younger than Bhai Amar Das Ji, Guru Angad Dev Ji. But Guru Angad Dev Ji, Guru Amar Das Ji, Bhai Amar Das Ji falls at their feet. They say, nay. Now we can't do it this way. We're not family here. I'm your Sikh. And they fall at his feet. ਤੁਹਾਡਾ ਸਿੱਖਿਆ. From that time, then they just stayed there. Or they never basically left Khadur Sahib. They found their Guru and they stayed there. Basad Sangat Ji, we're going to carry on next time. Look at the life of Guru Sahib. Look at what they did and how they lived Sikhi, because this is what it means to say ki Anand Paya Meri Mai Sat Guru Main Paya. This is the feeling inside them. The Anand that they had from that day when they were 73 years old. Sorry, from that day when they first became a Sikh of Guru Angad Dev Ji. They became Guru at 73. It was way before that. It was probably when they were about 60 years old, because they spent 12, 13 years doing seva. 60, 61 years old, they actually found their Guru, and from that day on, they were in Anand. They were in Anand the whole time, because they say, Maharaj, Anand Paya. Anand hun paida ho gaya, kive? Sat Guru mein paya. I found the teacher of the truth, the enlightener of the truth. So, Pula Chokki dekhe Bakshan ji, Gaj Kache Fateh Akhni ji, Vaheguru ji ka Khalsa, Vaheguru ji ki Fateh.